Alright, this review is for the Hayward HP21404T HeatPro. I have the manual right here. It's 140,000 BTU, bought off Amazon in May 2019 for $3,306 shipped. Here's the unit right here. So this is a review. I've had it installed since Memorial Weekend 2019. Today's date is September 29th, 2019. So I've had it, 4 months, and I can tell you how it's doing and how I set it up and everything like that. All right. So first things first is here it is right here. I had to extend the little area here because I had a gas heater right here, but not very efficient. I had a little storage shed right here, so I had to move it out and away. Trimmed up some trees a little bit, not too much. Just try to give it its airflow. The local pool supply said that this would not work in Southern California. I live in northern San Diego area, inland. So we have warmer days, not much overcast as opposed to being on the beach. And a reminder, just real quick while I'm thinking about it, down here where you have the connectors, there is actually 2 red caps that are in there. So make sure you take those out. I didn't at first. So make sure you take those out. You need to make sure you have room all the way around it because it pulls in the air from the side. And when it's on, you'll see this area right here. Icy cold water comes out, so you want to be able to let it ventilate and go wherever it does. Alright, so I will show you the pool. I guesstimated it's about 25,000 gallons. I heat the pool to about 90 degrees, so my family likes it. I do use covers, or at least I did, in June and July just because of the fact that it's so not really hot here yet, and it really needed the covers. The last month and a half or so I haven't used the covers, and I run the heat pump for about 6 hours a day, and that would be from midnight to 6 a.m. Alright, and I'll show you the reason why I run it at that time. I'll go out to the meter right now so you can see it. Here's just the pool area right here. Alright. It's great to have 90-degree water 7 days a week. Okay. So I have an electric car. So in San Diego County, SDG&E, if you have an electric car, they give you a discounted rate for 9 cents a kilowatt from midnight to 6 a.m. So I charge the car, run the pool pump. I do happen to have 24 SunPower panels up there on the roof. You can see those. So I would just run the heat pump every night from midnight to 6 a.m. All right. So here is the meter right here. As you can see, the arrow is pointing to the right. If it's pointing to the right, that means that you are actually putting electricity back onto the grid. And here in a second, you'll see later in the afternoon how much I'm putting in back on the grid right now. So only 1.35 or so kilowatts right at this exact moment. So I will turn it on, and then I will come back and we'll see how much it draws, because I'm sure that's a big question. Luckily, we produce more electricity than we use in general, so I really enjoy having a warm pool for the family. Okay, I'm going to turn it on. It takes a few minutes for the condenser to actually start. All right. So I'm sure another question would be is, you hear it coming on right now. Condenser's not on, just a fan. Takes a few seconds, maybe up to 30 seconds. I was curious. I have a variable speed pump here, and I run it about 1600 to 1650 RPM, and that is enough flow for the actual condenser to come on. So it's at 1650 right now. You can see that upside down. Come over here. And the outside temperature right now is 75 degrees. The reason I'm doing the video today is because I am at this time not going to heat the pool up anymore. Pretty much the season's over, going into October. Getting dark at 6 o'clock. Doesn't seem my kids are quite as interested in it now that school's back and soccer season started, etc. Alright, so we'll go back over to the meter. Alright. Okay, so looking back at it right now. Okay, so right now we'll wait for it to tell us. So still says that we're still making electricity and putting it back onto the grid. So that means that that compressor has not kicked on. Because when it kicks on, you're going to see a big change. Still hasn't kicked on yet. So I'm putting 2.1 kilowatts back onto the grid. I may have to go back to the heat pump. Make sure the RPMs are up on the Alright, test 1 did not work. So let me go ahead and go back and see if everything's still on. I don't run it during the daytime, I'm just doing this for the review. Does say show that's on. Oh, just kicked on right now. So if you want to hear what the compressor sounds, it is super quiet. So I'm hoping when I go back, we'll see it was running around 2.1, going back onto the grid. And you're going to probably see a large negative number being drawn. So if you're really worried about electrical use, this probably is not going to be for you. Alright, this hopefully, alright. So now, you can see it's going much faster. See, click, 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 click. And you can see now, coming up, 10.39. Alright, so the arrow going to the right means that you're pulling away. So it has that 2.9. And you got a little bit over 10. Pretty much you subtract 10 from 2, you're running about 8 kilowatts. When I did the test before, it was about 7 kilowatts. As you can see that the sun is about down, so my panels are not making any real power at this time. So 10 kilowatts minus, the 2 that my house is using right now with a couple fridge, TVs, etc. Oh, and jacuzzi, lights, and the pool filter, or pool pump I should say. It's pretty well. Alright, electrical question. My panel out here is a 100-watt sub panel. So you can hear the, right now you can hear it. It's very, very quiet. And I'm going to go ahead and turn it off because I'm not heating the pool for the rest of the fall and winter time. All right. Okay, so let me show you the panel here. All right. Okay, so right here, put in a 50-watt panel. I know a lot of people say you need 60 amp breakers. Been using it for 4 months and have had perfect luck with a 50 amp breaker. All right, if you have any questions, go ahead and put them down there in the bottom. Any comments, I'll be glad to answer them if I possibly can. All right, thank you. Bye.